Hello, welcome back to the Wood Heat Workshop. I'm Kathy Craine. Now, as promised, we're going to take you right into a pellet mill and show you exactly how they make these pellets. Take a look.
Well, thank you, Kathy. I'm here with Jeff Nichols of Great American Pellet, hereby just north of the Lehigh Valley in Palmerton. They started a pellet mill here just this year. They actually just started up, right? Correct, Jeff?
That's correct. Yep, just started production in March.
Brand new mills. We have always had questions from the viewers about how pellets are made. We've always sold them. We sell zillions of stoves, but they sometimes question how they're made. So we brought you up here today just to see how they're made. And Jeff will tell us a little bit about the process. But before we do, Jeff, what does a pellet mill do? How does it help our environment?
Well, what pellets are really good for, we're replacing oil that would otherwise be coming from the Middle East, and it would otherwise be causing carbon dioxide go into our air. With our plan is at full production, we'll be saving about 66 million pounds of carbon dioxide per year from going into the atmosphere, as well as producing enough fuel to heat 16,000 homes.
Yeah, a lot of our viewers are mostly concerned about savings, but it's always nice to know that you're helping the environment while you're doing that.
Absolutely.
And I want to correct this mill here also, and there's raw material sources here. Where do you get that raw material from?
We get all our raw material from what's called timber stand improvement projects. Most of the Northeast United States was clear cut back 100 years or so ago, and when the forests started regrowing from that clear cutting, they grew back in an unnatural state. All the trees kind of growing at the same time and crowding each other out. So foresters will go into a timber stand, mark out 40 or 60% of the trees. We'll go harvest those trees. They're the ones that wouldn't be ever good for saw logs, for ever use in furniture, hardwood flooring, that type of thing. We harvest those and bring them back here to our facility.
I think the nice thing, you're taking the wood out of the scrap lumber out of the forest, helping our forests, taking that carbon dioxide out of the air and saving it from compared to oil. An easy number for people to remember, it's like 1 ton of pellets is equal to 115 gallons of oil.
Correct.
So, we're saving quite a bit on the environment.
For sure, yes.
It's nice to have you local here. Now, Jeff, tell us a little bit about the process, actually how pellets are made.
The fundamentals are really, we're taking sawdust and compressing it. Wood has 2 major components, it's cellulose and lignin, and when you put lignin under a lot of pressure, the pressure translates into heat, and the heat fuses the lignin and causes it basically to act like a hot melt adhesive, gluing the wood fibers together.
So it's just all natural wood in there.
That's correct. Yep, just a lot of pressure squeeging it through like a giant Play-Doh factory.
How does the process start?
Well, we start with green chips that come into us at about 2-inch squares. We take those green chips, we break them down into about 1/4-inch squares. Those little chips then go through our dryer. Our dryer takes that from about 45% moisture content down to about 13% moisture. The dryer is all fueled by the biomass. It's all the dust that we collect off our process at various stages throughout the process. We take the dust.
That was really neat to see. You actually use the dust to fuel the dryer.
Correct. Yep. All the fines that your customers don't want in their bags, we're taking that material out. We're using that to create the heat that dries those chips. And then we take those chips, break them down at that sawdust-sized material, and then from there we go through our pellet mill that we discussed a little bit, that just basically takes that sawdust material and forces that material through a lot of little holes, and the pellets are formed that way. We cool them and then we bag them.
It's almost like a spaghetti strainer, making a spaghetti extruder almost, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
You're forcing that sawdust at high pressure right through those little holes.
Correct. Yep.
It comes out, you cut them off, and then you even sort them, right? After that process?
Correct, yes. When the pellets are made, they'll come out at a variety of sizes. The very small ones your customers don't want in their bags, so we'll separate those out, and then that'll also become fuel for our dryer.
And then the bagging process is quite neat at the end, to just see how it just comes right off, all automated, to put in the bags, to put in the pallets, and the next thing you know, it's on our trucks, back at our stores, and delivering to you.
That's exactly the right process. Yep, all automated, make it real simple for you.
Well, thank you, Jeff. Now back to you, Kathy.
Wow, that's terrific, Todd. Thank you very much for the tour. And coming up, we're going to show you how to operate and clean, how easy it is to clean one of these pellet stoves. All that and more when we come right back.